Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of wanted to talk about forgiveness today. I I've had a really long struggle with forgiveness. Um, a lot because the maybe it was just things I wasn't ready to let go of, or I don't know. But um, it's something that I have found is very important when it comes to letting go of past events. And that in itself is really hard to do. I um I heard a quote in the audiobook I've been talking about how to be accountable, and it's I'm not going to allow my past to affect my present. And that for me is a part of this uh or forgiveness is a part of that, because if I'm not forgiving whoever or whatever, um, then I'm still holding on to the emotions behind whatever it is that happened. And that's not good to do. I I've had a lot of things that I've held a grudge for a long time towards very specific people, and it's really difficult to let some of those things go when you're not really dealing with the emotions to begin with anyway. So that's something that I'm practicing. I wrote a letter to a few people. One of those people is me. Um, I didn't send it to anybody, but it was just something to write and to go through the process of letting certain things go and forgiving those people so I can let go of those emotions and carry the fuck on with my life. Um, I I wrote one for myself, and it's one of those things where I had to just kind of forgive my part in a lot of things and forgive myself for the decisions that I made in order to lead myself into a really bad spot. And while that's while that's easy to say, it's not easy to do. Forgiveness is not an easy thing. It takes time, and it takes a lot of reflection and processing, and that's something that I'm currently practicing, because I don't want to hold on to something that happened 20 years ago, or hell, even just a few years ago. I don't want to hold on to that stuff. I don't want to hold on to the anger and the sadness and the betrayal even. I don't want to hold on to that, cuz what is that going to do for me? All it's done for me is it's allowed me to put up walls and stay guarded, and it's allowed me to push people away that I didn't want to push away. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person who self-sabotages relationships because I don't know how to be a normal person. I don't know how to not associate my past with my present. I don't want to be that person. And since doing the letters, since writing those, it's been a whole lot easier for me. It's something will come up, and I'll talk about it for a minute, and it'll kind of hurt for a second, but it's like a sting instead of the massive hurt that it came with before. And I think that's a huge step in progress. That's not something I ever thought I would be able to do, is forgive certain people for certain things in my life, and um or even myself, especially myself. Oh my God. It's easier for me to forgive other people than it is to forgive myself, because I don't know if it's because I expect more out of me than maybe I should, or if it's one of those things where I am just harder on myself than I am on other people because I should know better. I don't know. But that's been the hardest part of it, is forgiving myself. Years and years and years I have beat myself up over, whatever it was, whatever I did. Yeah, hell, especially the last year and a half. Um, I can tell you that if you think I haven't been punished for something that I did, I promise you I have, because I've done it to myself for years. I've given myself the punishments that maybe people think that I should have. And I have more than paid the price for things that I have done. And now, since doing the self-reflection and reading the accountability book, it's been a whole lot of learning, and a whole lot of figuring out how to forgive me and move on so I can do better in the future. Whatever that future is going to be, I don't know, because I'm not concerned with the future at the moment. I'm concerned with me right now. That's so I talked about anxiety in the last videos. if I fucking if I sit here and stress about tomorrow, it's less and less likely that I'm going to make it to tomorrow, because I will stress in such a way where not only does it affect my mental, but it physically hurts. I will stress that hard over the future sometimes, and I'm trying to practice now. Let's worry about right now, and we'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. You know what I mean? It's it's been hard to practice, but it's what needs to be done in order for me to move on and do better. And that's what I want. That's the goal here, is I'm I'm trying to learn from the things that I've done and learn from past experiences, even from years ago, and do better on my part. Whatever it is that needs to be improved on, it's something that I can improve on. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna give myself a bit of a pat on the back for this, because I've started to do really well at taking care of my own mental health and taking accountability for things, and really try to learn how to do better. Even if I don't get it right the first time, I will try again in a different way and hopefully get it right the next time. And that to me is a mile ahead of where I used to be. Because, like I've said, I was doing the definition of insanity. I was trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, and it never works. Clearly, because it didn't work the first time. Why would it work the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, so on and so on? Why would that work? You know what I mean? So that's been something that I think I'm seriously doing a whole lot better on, is learning and taking the accountability so I can do better. Because I don't want to be the person that I was 6 months ago, let alone, 5 years ago. I want to be better, and that's the whole goal here. But anyway, I went off on a bit of a tangent, but forgiveness, it's important whenever it comes to the healing process for anything. Um, as hard as it can be, and even some people don't ever deserve forgiveness, it's kind of something that I think it takes a weight off of your shoulder, because you are holding on to whatever emotions are tied with whatever event, and it's heavy. It's very heavy. And while there are certain things that are absolutely unforgivable, it's necessary to try for the simple act of healing, because in healing you're going to grow and you're going to do better regardless. You can't stop from growing and doing better if you're actively healing. And I love that. That's something that I have struggled with for a long time, is trying to heal. And I didn't know how. And I'm not going to say that I for sure this is the method of how to heal, but this is something that works for me. And at least the forgiveness has been a help in that, because I'm letting go of the feelings tied with events. So that's all I really have for that one. If you caught me looking at my desk a lot, it's because it's really fucking dusty and I need to clean it off. I need to clean off a whole bunch of shit in here. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. I don't know if these videos are doing anything to help anybody out there, but it's helping me, because it's like a documentation of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to practice. So anyway, I hope you all are doing well out there. I'm gonna see you in the next one.